some reason, I just can't shake the feeling. There's something not quite right about this blackmail letter.
Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied?
No.
We'll examine the blackmail letter after going through everything. What do you mean by that?
Oh my, I was certain you were already aware.
Go ahead.
Okay. KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies.
Okay, I'm not going to do that again, I promise.
Since I was a security team chief, I stole data from the company.
Cain Bullard had yet to forgive young Mr. Delight, which means he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was the
Well, my colleague just looked at me strange, wondering what the noise was coming from my headphones. You're watching this at work?
Oh my god.
Why are you watching this at work?
Respect, respect.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm on break. Oh, okay. I'm on Brissac.
Break on your 13th cup of coffee.
Yes. Here is the file that we discovered in Mr. Bullard's office. Evidence that Mr. Bullard was receiving money through blackmail.
However, isn't this a bit odd? Why did the defendant pay Mr. Bullard the money? Even though he wasn't actually masked, star emoji in a mask.
On that point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance.
I am the 13th cup of coffee!
Oh my.
Are you Roxas, but coffee? Do you have black coffee in one hand, white coffee in the other? Does that mean your partner is Axel? Ruffy, exactly. What would Axel be the equivalent of coffee? Just like, is there a spicy coffee that's just made of fire? Do you really think that story is going to hold up?
That assertion is not merely my own, I'm afraid.
What do you mean? Spicy chai. Yes, that's what Axel dual wields. 2 cups of spicy chai latte. There we go. I have here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight. 14th cup of coffee. This one's called Shion. It doesn't exist.
Ronnie thinks he's my star emoji to my ask. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please don't think badly of him.
That is my impression of a woman. That is what I believe they all sound like. But you're gonna say something, Dmitri?
I just said, oh my god. I can't.
Ron's just like, my wife sounds much hotter than that, you dumb shit.
Yeah.
Ha! Well, Mr. Tratt. Was he trying to act like that? Yes! I didn't know he was actually doing an impression, but it worked.
Amazing.
Was he trying to act like Miss Delight just now? That didn't sound like a woman at all. It sounded like someone kicked him in the dick.
Yep. I thought he was actually pretty convincing.
Maya, shut up. My wife.
My wife.
My wife.
Truly a tragedy? No, it wasn't. That guy was an old dipshit.
Now that's just your imagination talking.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for it. This is a deduction, the result of carefully applied reasoning.
Can we hear that careful reasoning for ourselves?
No. It's a long story, and better save it for another time.
Oh my god.
Very well, another time.
Those so-called long stories aren't usually that long. Deduction? Delusion, yes. At least not my experience.
So, you're gonna try to connect Detective Atme to Mr. Bullard, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either.
Oh my god, what in the human centipede? In that case, you'll have to talk about the blackmail.
Phoenix Wright, a centipede. That's true. Was that blackmail letter really intended for Ron?
Since we don't have enough information, you should press him for more testimony.
Maybe I'll be able to shake some contradictions loose that way. Okay, let's look.
Everything he says is a contradiction.
Yeah. Let's look at this blackmail letter. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 AM and bring 50K.
Oh my god! The red diamond!
Yeah!
He's wearing the red diamond!
He's a walking, talking oxymoron, A.
That is so true, but holy shit, that's such a- oh my god, he talked about it earlier. He's literally wearing it right now. The red diamond, it was made for Atme, and that means he sent it to Ron to frame him. Holy shit, I was right. Oh my- no, I just
Okay.
pulled that out of my ass. I knew it.
So, I think, in that case, double meaning oxygen thief and a moron. Yep. Okay, so that means we present it here?
Oh my god, I'm so freaking big brain, bro.
Yes!
This is the height of my brain cells.
I'm so proud of you, baby bro.
Thank you.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme?
Yes. Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's all right.
Why is he turned into a bottom?
I don't know. When you said this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Contradiction?
I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that, Mr. Trite.
Says the guy defending Atme.
You're one to talk! At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists.
What? You're gonna have a fist fight in the courtroom, you dipshit?
Sure. It's definitely not an excuse to touch another man.
Well, like, in Digimon and also It, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godot talks about his massive dick while looking directly into another man's eyes.
Good old classic horror movie It that is 100% a horror movie and not a coming-of-age gay romance.
Exactly.
Stand by that forever.
Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior?
Indeed, time to man up, Mr. Wright!
Shut up, you old piece of shit.
Show us the evidence contradicting the contents of the letter.
It's him, it's his stupid face. Because he's wearing the diamond.
Ha! A little 2-1 punch like that wouldn't even faze me. I think you mean 1-2 punch.
Mr.
my
Wright,
God.
try thinking things through a little more before finding fault.
Shit!
Is that alright? What the shit?
Maybe I think our thing is correct. It was just the wrong evidence.
Oh, have we got to actually say the letter? I'm so confused. How do we show that it's the freaking stupid ring he's wearing? Like, how do we say, like, do we present it and then they'll make us pick a certain part?
Maybe.
Like they did with the photo, yeah.
One punch.
Also-
One Punch Man Godot.
My favorite.
One punch.
I say,
Yeah. So he'll say it like this. One punch. I say one punch.
exactly.
All right. Let's try that again.
Put the letter and see if it lets us pick something out of it.
Mind if I ask you a few questions? Yep. Room on contradiction. Contradiction.
Yeah, he does.
You don't want to talk? Okay, let's save here. Damn, Atme looks really fucked up in the remake. Atme, don't at me, eh?
Oop. He will, though.
Yeah, his skin randomly changes tones, like for every sprite. Okay, so
Show us the contradicting evidence in the blackmail. I think so, yeah. We actually have to pick it.
oh my god.
That's so dumb. What the hell? How do we show the ring? Because we know that's it, right?
Yeah, it's the ring. Unless... Atme's name backwards is Yemto, which makes as much sense as he does.
That's so true. The red jewel must be one of those. Must be the tier of Emanon.
Nope.
No.
Fucking hell.
It's so annoying. Like we know so obviously what it is. Brain for it.
Yeah, and we're obviously right because.
Haha.
Cause the blackmail letter was correct.
Wait, in the photo, is he wearing? Oh no, wait, that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
He's not wearing it here.
That's a blue gem that got stolen, so that's something else.
Oh, is it? How do you know that? Oh, right, it's right there, derp. I can see.
What about this one? What's
What?
the letter?
This is Ron's testimony.
Oh, Ron's testimony, okay.
Gotta fly, but you go get him, Tiger. Oh, hey, thank you, Luna. Have a good day at work.
Bye-bye.
Hope red light doesn't screw you over too much. Aw. What the hell? Should we look it up again?
The red diamond. How do we prove that he received the red diamond?
By looking at the walkthrough.
Oh, yeah, sure. What's in that letter again? The sealed envelope?
This?
Yeah, that. Oh, that's the autopsy. Okay, I just looking through everything, seeing how we could. What about the photo of him leaving the building?
Hold on.
Yeah, just look it up. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I know we're on the right track. It's just how to prove it. If only, like, because if this was like a real life thing, you could just say, like, look, you're wearing the diamond. But
okay,
like, there's no option.
I was half right about it being the newspaper because he's not wearing, but it isn't because he's not wearing it. It's because the tier of Emanon is blue, but he says I'll take the red diamond you received the other day. So he couldn't be talking to Ron about stealing the tier.
True. So it still technically works.
Yeah, so it is in fact the newspaper clipping.
All right.
So we were on the right track, we just didn't figure it out all the way. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping.
Look at this newspaper.
We used up all our brain cells on previous bits, so we couldn't figure this out.
Yeah, I used my very last brain cell in working out that the diamond was the part of the letter.
Yep.
But then I just lost it there.
It contains a picture of the tier of Emanon, the stolen jewel.
What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color. I'm not much for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However,
I bet Godot's the one who made that stupid freaking Tumblr post about color theory in hospitals.
I need to reread that because I don't remember it. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Red. Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tier of Emanon that Mas Starmujima stole at all. And your point is, Mr. Trot? So you're trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That is what you're trying to say, right, Trot?
Wait, hang on, I think I've got it. So, okay, it says he received it the other day. So is Atme the person teaching Ron how to do the crimes? Also, he could set him up for this in the long run.
Maybe.
Because I'm thinking he sent it, and he was saying like, oh, you know, you stole this, give me the red diamond. And then he was being threatened by Bullard, etc, etc.
I think so?
Yes, and then Atme, because he was already in contact with Ron, because he was the one getting him to do the crimes, would have given him the blackmail letter to set him up to be there at the time Atme was going to commit the murder.
Yeah, I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, but I've got something here.
Well,
That Atme the whole time was the one telling him how to commit each crime.
oh, we already established that.
Well, yeah, and that by, okay, somehow Kane worked out that Atme was involved,
Yep.
and somehow got, you know, he sent in the blackmail saying, like, I want the red diamond that you got from being involved in this.
Yes.
And so what Atme did was he planned to murder Bullard to cover it up, but he had to, obviously, you know, have an alibi, so he sent the letter to Ron to get him to come to the place at the same time so he could frame him for it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Sorry, I'm just going insane at this point.
No, I think I get it.
I feel like a red string conspiracy theorist.
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright?
Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick?
Can you guys calm the fuck down?
No, bitch!
This is too much for my one brain cell right now. Mudkip. Whose
Same.
Mudkip is that? Ah, Raph LP. That's adorable. Yes. Clearly one brain cell! This is too much for my one brain cell right now.
Same.
You know what? I'm allowed to do this on my own streams.
What are you doing? I'm scared.
Wait. Don't worry, you don't need to be scared.
Okay. I am anyway.
Ha!
Oh god. I had a feeling that's what you'd do.
That isn't just for me, it can be for anyone. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing.
At me! At me!
I'm so big brain!
You are. Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme.
Do you have some sort of basis for that claim?
You have been personally involved in every single Mask Star Emoji de Mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. A jewel? Okay.
Jewel?
How do I say jewel in a southern accent? Jewel. A jewel? Oh.
First time seemed about right.
Probably the first one probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Do well, exactly. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you! Ah!
Order! Order in the court! Fuck!
Order, I say order.
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trot. This is my 15th cup of coffee! 2 more! Uh-oh, I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me. Are you for real? Are you for real, dog? Yeah?
Nick, come on, stand up to him, you spineless little bitch.
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world...
Yes, it certainly does.
His eye panel thing, it's flashing red. Makes you think that gadget is gonna blow up or get fried or not. Yeah.
Yeah, it might.
In the previous game, you interrogate an assassin, but he doesn't want to show his face, so he just sends in a transceiver radio. But it's all the panels and like knobs on it are vaguely arranged to look like a face.
Amazing.
And whenever you like catch him out in a lie, it starts sweating oil. Or maybe it's battery acid. Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Atme's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity?
his identity as the accomplice.
Yeah. Atme Kane Atme Kane killed Bullard. Atme killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to save.
Same.
What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick. I don't know what happened to my voice just then. What the shit?
The identity that Luke Atme wanted so desperately to keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer. Luke Atme was a blackmailer!
Objection.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Somebody wants... No, is that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atme. Are you saying that Are you saying that Atme was blackmailing? I say blackmailing someone else.
That Black Atme was Luke mailing someone else?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Ugh, you have to admit, that does sound a little odd.
It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. More sense than fucking Godot over here.
Yeah.
Fuck you just say about me, boy. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes. Just a few days after the Tears of Ebanon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually Mask Star Emoji de Mask.
That is what we're claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atme.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with the tendency to jump to conclusion.
Oh my god, shut up.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
How did you? Oh my god, the fact that he's right pisses me off even more.
Sobbing. Why does this guy get to be right about anything?
You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Ron Delight? In which case I would naturally know...
Oh my god, words.
Naturally know all about his relation to Mask Star Emoji de Mask.
Well, yeah.
Ron Delight started receiving plans from his
Second crime onward, correct?
correct, which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise.
16! In that case, let's see some hot, bitter, I say hot, bitter evidence.
Ew.
During the first crime, how did Luke Atme know that Ron Delight was Mask Star Emoji de Mask?
We just used that, so it's gotta be something else.
I mean, I think we've had repeats before.
Okay. We could try it.
Yeah. And we have enough health, even if we haven't saved in a while.
Okay.
I think I see it.
See what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention.
Oi.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform.
That really doesn't look like him. Like, what is that thing going on in the back there with...
With his
Like-
hair?
Yeah, that doesn't even look like his hair. It looks like an ear.
I mean, he is wearing his hat.
Yeah, whatever.
Seems that Mask Star Emoji de Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket.
That sounds far too stupid to be true.
That's this game!
Yeah.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Mask Star Emoji de Mask was really a mask. I mean, Ron Delight. What the?
Under his mask was another mask!
Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even an ace detective.
I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer.
What a fraud! Trying to pass himself off as an ace detective?
Is this some kind of joke?
Is it kind of joke?
Why, you? How dare you expose me like that? My wobbly bits are on full display.
Ugh. I don't want to see his wobbly bits.
Why, I mean, I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also mask star emoji mask. Why can't you understand that?
Oh god, his face. Help.
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity!
Dun dun dun.
Why you? How dare you even imply that one who ever thought of such lonely death? Why don't try doing something else after this because you're the representative. I know you can make my genius. So on, describe me. Come here with me. There's something great. It's enough to make one laugh.
Jesus. Bro, I feel like I need to catch my breath after that.
If anyone wants to clip that, go ahead. I don't have enough clips.
Please do. Put that shit on YouTube. We're going viral.
Give me a second.
Yeah, man, I get it.
Okay.
It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme.
What about me, Maya? I'm the one who had to read all of that.
Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Why? Before you speak, I'm gonna save. The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What the hell are you talking about, Godot?
I just lost it. Thanks, Bree. Oh my god. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
You are not the judge. Go home.
But that's my job.
You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trot. What are you talking about? It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Loot Atme was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Lord Taylor the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. But, there's still one thing you have left to prove.
Why?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse of poor man was at KB Security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
We need one piece of evidence. There's gotta be one thing.
Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright.
This is some fucking bullshit, and it's also the final round. I've got to prove that Atme was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night.
But can you really prove that?
Aren't there security cameras in the CEO's office?
Apparently.
That's long enough, Mr. Trot. I want to hear your answer. Sorry, Godot, I'm saving.
Yeah, deal with it.
That night, Luke Atme was at KB Security, and the defense can prove it. The defense can prove it with evidence.
Are you sure?
Ha! Don't you worry, I'll watch over you as you break down and fall to pieces.
Very well, let's see this proof. Prove that Luke Admin was at KB Security that night.
Let's look through everything. So we know there had to be someone there, but we just don't know who it was.
Oops.
Well, we do know who it was, but we don't know how to say that it was.
Hmm.
So we know someone had to be there to press the buzzer.
Yeah. God, is it the buzzer? This is the proof.
That seems generic, I'm scared.
Wait. Did you get censored, Mew? Aw.
It's true, that is very modern. However, I'm not so foolish as thinking.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
God damn it. I wanted to send you a gift. What was the gift?
I'm scared.
Well, Mr. Rice.
It's bitter. Very bitter. What are you trying to do, Mew? I'm scared. And also, it shouldn't be doing that. I'm pretty sure I have censorship turned off.
No, it censored moron earlier.
It censored what?
It censored moron in the chat earlier for me, though that could just be on my end.
Oh, you're sending a link. DM it to me? On Twitch, and I'll look at it. Oh, maybe I can't prove it. Let's see, we saved, so let's see what happens if I say I can't. I can't prove it.
Just as I thought.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
But if we hear more of Detective Atmy's testimony, unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite.
And
What-
who are you to decide
What
that?
do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean. What? Have you forgotten Luke Atmy is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder? I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as Mask Star Emoji Day Mask. But first, I'm gonna look at what you just sent me. I am slightly terrified. Oh, you clipped it.
Awesome.
I mean, I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also Mask Star Emoji Day Mask. Why can't you understand that?
Oh god, his face.
This is great. I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity.
Why? How dare you even apply the word of clever for such lonely death? Why don't try doing something else after this because you're the reason I know you can commit my so on, discard me, come here with me, there's something it's enough to make one laugh.
That's. Thank you so much for that, Mew.
Bro, I feel like I need to catch my breath after that.
Oh man, that's going straight to YouTube. Hold on,
Awesome.
I will link it in the chat. Give me 1 second. Oh man, that's great. No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all.
Abby says love wins.
Well, his name is Aiga Hoshidake.
I am the ace detective as well as Mask Star Emoji Day Mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Rhonda Knights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Order in the court. That's enough deliberation to mess with this.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is...
Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and...
By then, it'll be too late.
Huh? Why?
Because our legal system's fucked.
Double jeopardy.
One of the basic rules of any court of law.
Double jeopardy?
Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime.
Sounds kinda bullshit.
Yeah.
This is a fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to this witness as much as it applies to everyone else.
It shouldn't. Don't give him any rights.
Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask star emoji day mask, which means
He will be innocent as far as the murder of Cain Bullard is concerned.
No way.
The fact that you are unable to prove Mr. Adme's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Cain Bullard's murderer.
ooh, is it time for
Hands
bad
on
end?
hands.
Oh my god, bad ending?
Is this a thing?
It was a thing for the final trial of the second game, and it was really sad.
Oh shit. But we can always go back.
We can always reload, yes. If we get the bad ending, it will force us to reload because it's a game over.
Alright. Good.
But if there is a bad ending, we can see it. No, there's
Alright.
nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent. Yeah, I remember that bad ending. The line that will always stick with me from that ending is, I never saw Maya again.
Rip.
The real killer, Luke Atme, will go free. Well, not free, but... It's supposed to be the ending for this part of the game? We will see, because I don't remember if every case has a bad ending.
You've cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today, and as long as there's no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections?
Is there no jury?
Nope.
Rip.
Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atme.
Oh my... Oh!
Who is this?
Mia, is that you? In which case, it's you, Dmitri.
I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Who is this? Is it Desi?
I don't know. Let's
Has
see.
poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
That sounded like Mia's objection.
How did you...
Yes! I love that she was right.
That's so dumb. Phoenix, raise your head up high.
That's a good screenshot. This is my favorite Phoenix sprite. There's just so much emotion in this one sprite.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
That voice. No way.